Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel Lindz Smiles, where we like to talk about books because literature makes us smile. Sorry, my air conditioner just came on. Sorry if there's background noise. So today I'm coming at you guys with another episode of this Favorite 5 series. So this is just me giving my top 5 recommendations for each major genre. Hopefully it'll give you guys some ideas if you're looking into reading some new genres. Today I'm going to be giving you guys my top 5 recommendations for best memoirs. So if you haven't really been into reading memoirs in the past or don't really love creative nonfiction as much as I do, hopefully you guys might actually pick up some of these books and love them just as much as I do. Counting down from number 5. This one's going to be Wine to Water by Doc Hendley. Published in 2012, this amazing memoir follows the obviously true story of a man named Doc Hendley as he follows his passions. Sorry, my cat just ran through. As he discovers his own passion in helping the world correct its freshwater crisis. So the book starts out with Doc just explaining that he's really just an average guy. He was a bartender who rode a motorcycle and then one day started an event called Wine to Water. This is where people would come to his bar and drink, and then he would raise money that would be sent off to help people get fresh water. So soon enough, Doc realizes that he wants to do more for the cause. So we as readers get to follow him on his journey to Darfur, one of the most dangerous places in the world at the time period that he was there. As he brings millions of people in the middle of this war and genocide, he helps bring them fresh water. It is an absolutely amazing story told by a really cool guy and cool writer who I actually had the pleasure of meeting. See, I have a signed copy. To Lindsay, that's me. Anyways, it's great. You should read it. Number 4. That was like really obnoxious. Number 4. This one goes to She's Not There, A Life in Two Genders by Jennifer Finney Boylan. This is another author that I had the amazing fortune to actually get to meet and hear speak. It was published in 2003 and tells the story of its narrator changing genders. Jennifer, its author, was actually born James Finney Boylan and transitioned into being female later in life after being married and having 2 children. It is an amazing and honest story about what it means to be a woman and what transgender people actually go through. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this book shook me. And not just because it has some powerful content, but because Boylan is an absolutely fantastic writer, which I don't think we always get with memoirs. It is a truly eye-opening story and a great memoir to start with if you're looking and getting into the genre. Number 3. I am probably going to mess up the name of this author. Bear with me. Satrapi. Marjane Satrapi. This one is going to go to Persepolis, The Story of Childhood by Marjane Satrapi. Now there is a solid chance that you've already heard of this memoir because it is pretty popular, but this one was originally published in the year 2000 and it totally blew me away. The most interesting part of this novel is that the most interesting part of this book is that it is actually written as a graphic memoir, which is something that I had never seen before. So, see, it's like a graphic novel, but it's a memoir. It's totally awesome. It takes us on the journey of this little girl growing up in Iran during the Islamic Revolution. It's haunting and thought-provoking and political, and it's really neat because it's all told from this point of view of a little girl who has no idea really what's going on and is just trying to make sense of everything that's happening around her. Another super powerful memoir told in a really creative format. If you haven't already picked this one up, I highly recommend it. Number 2. This one is going to go to Night by Elie Wiesel. Again, this one is pretty famous, so there's a good chance you've already heard of it. This one is a memoir originally published in 1956. And this one is the story of Elie Wiesel as he tells about how he grew up as a teenager in one of the Nazi concentration camps. I will warn that this book has a lot of very real and horrible and disturbing elements to it, true stories that are told, as do all of the books that I've mentioned so far. But if you can power through it, it's totally worth the read. It's life-changing and just a reminder of what humanity is capable of and why we should always take history seriously. Great memoir, beautiful, highly recommended. Okay, we have made it to my number 1 pick, This is my favorite memoir that I've ever read so far in life. And this one is going to go to The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls. Okay, so this one was published in 2006 and tells the quirky and unconventional childhood of its narrator, Jeanette Walls. It follows along the story of her family and her semi-alcoholic father and her mother, who she loves but didn't really want to have a family and was super unorthodox. It is mostly about Walls and her siblings learning to take care of themselves and all of the hardships and adventures that they go on throughout the journey. It actually sounds kind of boring after the other four that I mentioned, but that's kind of what makes this one so interesting. You would expect Walls' life to be kind of like everyone else's, but the stories here are just so unique and quirky and unconventional and fresh, and it's just amazing to think that some of those things actually happened. But yeah, that's my number one. It's a breathtaking read for anyone who wants to pick it up. Okay, so those are my 5 favorite memoirs. I know that all of the ones that I picked are pretty serious books, and I do want to mention that there are a lot of other ones that just sort of fell short of my list. So far this year I have read The Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo by Amy Schumer, The Princess Diarist by Carrie Fisher, and Anna Kendrick's novel Scrappy Little Nobody, all of which were hilarious and significantly more lighthearted for anyone interested in checking out something like that. Hopefully you guys get the chance to check out 1 or 2 of these books because they're awesome. Let me know what you guys think, and if there is a genre you guys want me to talk about next, just leave me a comment down in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-o.